Hello sweet friends, welcome back to my channel, and I'm finally made it back on. As some of you know, if you are OG followers, my parents are going through a little bit of a rough patch. My dad has the beginning stages of Alzheimer's, so it's a little bit difficult, you know, for my mom to navigate by herself. So my brother and I and our family are really pulling together to make him comfortable and happy, and he's still good, mind you, he's still good. But that's why I've been a little bit absent, because just between working and home and going back and forth to their house and helping them as much as I can, it's a lot. So that's where I have been. I thank you. So many people have reached out and said they were praying for me and for my dad, my family, and I'm just hoping everything goes as well as humanly possible, and your prayers are wonderful and we all appreciate them. I did read some of your comments to my parents, and they were just like in awe of just how kind and gracious really perfect strangers can be. So excuse me, that really gave them a very much a bright spot. And I'm sorry, I have a little cold too on top of it all. I'm just falling apart on this side. But I just wanted to take a moment and just say thank you very much. You guys are all just so sweet. And for those of you who are new, my name is Tina, and I do all things cottage. I do a lot of thrifting, a lot of repurposing, a lot of moving things around in the home to create different looks, everything on a budget. And I'm glad that you decided to stop on this channel today and join us for this thrift haul. So I went to Savers and then I went to Goodwill, and this time I've been stopped before in the store and told to stop filming, and I don't know, I think I had like a wanted poster back there or something. When they saw me coming, they're like, remember, you can't. I'm like, I know. But this time I went to 2 different stores and nobody stopped me, so I do have some footage. So I'm gonna let you sit back, grab a beverage, and let's take a look at some of the things I may or may have not gotten, I should say. I'm making up my own. So as you can see, the thrift stores, both of them were pretty well stocked. I need a little drink. We're pretty well stocked, and I did find quite a few good things. So let's get right into it and let me show you what I got. So first item is, and I think I got this from Savers, and I did, and it was $5.99, but I have been looking for a crock with like a bunny or a duck or something. And I don't know why I'm so drawn to it, because it's really kind of not my style, but I don't know, something just about it is just so cute. So I think I'm gonna put him on my kitchen table as like part of my little tablescape, but I thought he was just so precious, or she, not really sure, but it's in pristine condition. So I could like, you know, put cookies or brownies or something like that when people come over. Has great detail, very heavy. So my cats can't knock it over, and that is a huge plus. So that is the first item I picked up. And what I might do is, I'm just gonna show you everything I got this time, and I'm gonna make a video in a day or two, and I'm just gonna do a quick video of where everything ended up, just because there was a lot of footage and I have quite a few items. So I'm gonna do the styling next time. So just tune in. And then the next one I found, since it's 4th of July and it's patriotic, and again, one of the other videos I'm gonna show you is how we did the front of our house. I do have window boxes on the windows, and how I made a makeshift oasis in the backyard. So that will also be coming up, but I will have the placement video first and then a tour of outside second. And so I found this great patriotic basket, and I got this at Savers, and it was $5.49, which for a basket like this, I thought it was a very fair price. So it has like the American flag on it. So I am gonna put a plant in there, and I'm gonna stick it in the front somewhere. But when I show you the front, it'll make sense. So I did find this basket, and excuse me, if you guys are ever looking for a basket, before you pay $30, $40, $80 for a basket, please go to your Goodwill, Savers, Salvation Army. There are so many baskets that get donated. Don't waste your money on buying the high ticket items. At least go look first. It's really a helpful hint, and it will save you tons of money. And like this probably would go for like $60 somewhere, and I paid $5.49 for it, but loved it. And it's in no particular order because I have stuff kind of all over the place. So next I got 2 pieces of art, and this one was from Goodwill, and it was $12. Now I think that's too much, but I loved the picture and I love the frame, and I didn't want to get the glare in it, but it's this beautiful floral print, and I absolutely love the frame so much. Sorry, the ring light's getting in there. And I just thought it was just so pretty. And the back had been taped up a little bit, so I think I can get that out if I wanted to, but I think for right now I'm gonna hang it up as is. But it's good to know I can get to the back, and I can switch out the prints if I wanted to. So it's another cost-saving way to do it, is you could always go on and print a print off of anywhere. Just type it on Pinterest or in Google search. You can have it, download it to your phone, send it off to Walgreens or CVS or whatever thing you have. Get it in the size you want, and then come home and you put Mod Podge on it, and you let it dry, and then it looks like more of a painting. So it's a little tip, and if you want to see me do one, I'd be happy to show you. So this was the first one. Again, $12, a little pricey, but you know, sometimes you have to dig in deep in your pockets for what you really want. And then this one, my husband bought me actually, because I wasn't gonna buy 2 for $12. You know, $12 each. And I saw this one, and he knows I've been looking for a print like this for so long. And finally I found one, and it's called The Hunt. And has a little tag on there. I'm sorry, the ring light's just so getting in the way. Oh, that might be a little bit better. But it's just, stupid ring light. There we go. You can see that a little bit better. And I actually love this print so much. I thought it was just so pretty, very English, very Southern, The Hunt. They did it in Balmoral. They went on hunts, and they also do it in the South. And my mother-in-law is from Alabama, so she would tell us stories about it too. But I thought it was like really pretty. But again, this one was also $12. I definitely wouldn't have bought both, but my husband's like, you know, you deserve a painting, so let me get it for you. So I didn't argue. So we picked up that. Now get into some bag things. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, I keep coughing. So this was also a Goodwill find, and I believe it was, yep, $5. It's the unofficial Downton Abbey cookbook. I thought it was so cute. I love the way it's bound with the dark color and the gold. And it has all the recipes. So Mrs. Patmore's rosemary oat crackers, Lady Mary's crab canapes, the Crawley sisters stuffed mushrooms. It does have also, this one is creamy butternut squash soup. So there is also some pictures of the food, but everything has like a name to it. Like Lord Grantham's American Italian risotto, alla Milanese, Highlands haggis. I don't think I'd really be into haggis, but it's kind of cute to have. So it has all different recipes in it, and oh, it was $5. I'm sorry, I think I said 3. It's 5. But I thought it was so cute, and I will definitely keep it in my kitchen somewhere. And who knows, maybe I'll make a recipe with you guys. If you would like me to make a recipe out of here, we can do it together. Why not? Might be a little bit fun little thing for us to do together. I'm so sorry. Darn this cough. So the next thing I found, also at Goodwill, it was only $1, and it says 1881 on it. But I found this really pretty jar, and it feels like it's old. I don't know if it is or not. It does say 1881 on it. I don't know if that'll focus in there or not. And it was only $1, so I did grab it, and I will use it somewhere. I might just put it back here, because I'm starting to add a few little kind of like cabinet of curiosities, like a few little curiosities in there. So I might just put it up in there. I don't know. But for $1, I wasn't gonna, you know, pass it up. Grabbed that. Then I found 2 books. And I do have some decorative books. I never really get lucky with a lot of books for some reason. So I went to, I think these were both from Savers. Yes, they were. So I found a green and a blue. So I thought these were going to be perfect. And one of them is Sabbath, and the other one is These Your Children. Obviously, I'm not going to read them, but I thought they were kind of cool looking little books. They're definitely aged. Excuse me, one's a little on the religious side, which I love. But I think these are going to be great. The one thing I'm going to show you, oh my God, I forgot to tell you guys. So little quick story before I tell you about this. Is we were outside and we were putting up, we got like a pop-up kind of gazebo tent to put back there. And we were out there working on it, and all of a sudden this lady comes around our bushes, and we have a next door neighbor, and I love their house. It's a 1910 craftsman bungalow. It's so beautiful. We live on a historic street, so a lot of the houses are historic. And she came over and she started talking, you know, hello, welcome to the neighborhood. And I recognized her accent immediately, and I was like, Diane, where are you from? She's like, England. I'm like, my eyes shot open. I was like, are you kidding, really? She's like, no. And we were talking, her husband came over, and he's from Scotland. So and they've lived in the house next door for 42 years. So I remember seeing them when I was a kid, you know, coming here, because this is our family house. This was my uncle and aunt and my cousin's house. And I remember seeing them, you know, coming over to visit, but, you know, I was a little kid. So, and she was just so gracious and so wonderful. She gave me a tour of her house. They did a whole English garden, complete with English flowers and vines. And she gave me a tour of the house with stained glass windows, and she's gonna allow us to come in. She's gonna let me take a tour of the house. She goes, as soon as she gets things all in order, she's a teacher. And so she goes, after the school year is over, she'll let us come in and I can take you around. And they've pretty much left it, a couple updates here and there, but the wood in there is magnificent. Just so beautiful. I was just in awe the whole time. And when we were in there, she had this like little end table that's from like 1890. And I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. She's like, I'm getting rid of it. Do you want it? I'm like, of course I want it. So her husband actually carried it over for me, and I'm going to show you that in the next video, because these books are going to go on there with a lamp, and I don't know, maybe some little flowers or something from outside. My uncle used to grow prize roses, so there are some roses out there, so I might put it in a vase, but you'll see. I'm going to save that for the next video. But yeah, she let me have the table, and I'm not even done with the story. So when she moved here from England, and he was from Scotland, so they grabbed a lot of their possessions from there. She goes, my basement is full of stuff from England. She goes, when, after the school year is done, she goes, why don't you come over? We can go through all the stuff down there. She goes, take what you want. I was like, are you serious? I was like, I think I swelled up with tears. She's like, are you all right? And I'm like, you have no idea what this means to me. And I was, you know, I took her in a tour through our house here too. And she's like, I have so many pieces. She goes, I think would look lovely in here. And I'm like, oh. So we're gonna decorate a little bit more, and we're gonna put some stuff actually from England and Scotland in the house for my neighbors. So I was just so happy. And my husband was like, see, you can't go to England right now, so God brought England to you. And I thought that was like such a sweet thing to say. And also I did when I walked away, I was like, thank you, God, for bringing these wonderful people in my life. And they're so sweet. So we're gonna play cards, we're gonna have some cocktails. We are excited. So anyway, that's my next door neighbor story. And I'll show you that again in my next video, because I'm going to style these for you next time. Excuse me. The next thing I found is I have a butter dish already, but I really wanted a crystal one. And this one I got from Goodwill, and it was $3. And I thought it was just so pretty. So I did pick this up for $3, and my husband likes regular butter, and I like Irish butter. So we have a butter container out already with Irish butter in it, but I thought I'd put this somewhere else in the kitchen with his regular butter in it, and then this way we can each have our own, and we both have two pretty containers. So I thought it was so pretty. Excuse me, I am so sorry again, guys. But I thought it would be kind of neat to have these, and these are hard to find, believe it or not. I've been looking for a crystal butter dish for months and months, and I couldn't find one. And I bought a white one from TJ Maxx just because I needed one. I broke my other one, and I hate butter in the fridge. I like it to be soft and out in a butter dish. So I might give him the white one. I might take this one. So I did grab that. The cats are down here taking turns and going in the basket. I guess they like the basket. So the next thing I found was also at Goodwill, and it was $2, and it was this cute little set of, I think they're ironstone. They may not be, because they do have writing in some of them. Let's take one out. So this one is like a fourth a cup, and there's a third a cup, a half a cup, and a cup. But I thought, how pretty. I hate, like, I don't know, I don't really like measuring, like the big measuring cup out on the counter, so I have it in a cabinet. But these are just so pretty. I'll keep these out on the counter, and then when I need to measure something, I have them handy right here. And you know what, for $2, and they're kind of like, you know, they have the glaze, and then they have the lip on each of them, and then it says on the inside what they are. And they're packed beautifully. They have like these little paper things between them. So I just grabbed those, and this was like one of my favorite finds. I absolutely love these. Next thing I got was, I needed some new coasters, and I wanted wooden ones. And wouldn't you know, savers. So this is a saver find. So they were $2.49, and they're just like plain wood coasters. And I have a little plate with a like a dome top. I forget what a cloche. So I thought I would put these in the cloche, and then whenever we need a coaster, we just take it out of the cloche. But I thought, what a great little thing for $2.49. Grab that. And I think we're on the last item. And the only thing I have to find is a plant for it. But I've been looking for one and looking for one, and this was a Savers one. Was it a Savers? No, it was Goodwill. It was $3. Sorry, it was $3 at Goodwill. Nope, maybe it is Savers. Nope, it's Savers, because at one point it was $3.99, then they moved it down to $3.99 on the bottom, and then $3 on the other side. AAA imports, but it's this beautiful planter. I just need to buy a plant to put in it. I'm keeping the other ones alive, so maybe I'll get lucky and be able to get another one. It doesn't have any markings. It just says AAA imports on the bottom. But I figured a nice, maybe like, I don't know, what kind of plant would you put in more of a, you know, it's not high up, it's shorter, but it's very wide. What would be a good thing to plant? I mean, I'm just learning about plants and flowers now, believe it or not, at my age. But what would grow good in something that wasn't so deep? Because I'm not really sure. But I really loved it, so I grabbed it. So anyway, that's the end of the haul. Thank you so much for sticking around through the whole thing. I will have in a day or two, I will go around and I will show you where everything ends up. And I also picked up a few other things from thrifting. So I will show you those too. And I'll probably do another video. I would like to have one out before Friday. So just keep your eye out, hopefully Thursday. And then over the weekend, I will film from around the house. And I will show you the whole outside and how I tried to transform the outside of this house to look as close to an English cottage with a garden as I possibly could. And I'd love to hear your input or what you think I should add or take away. Because, you know, I value you guys' opinion, and I love the fact that you're all honest with me and you actually share your comments and your thoughts. And I love that. And everybody, for the most part, is, you know, everybody, good criticism. I always love, you know, just being nasty, not so much. So, you know, if you think, hey, you know what, maybe you should put like a spike plant in this. I don't think I'd put a photos in that because it's not deep enough. Okay. Or if I do end up putting a photos in there, just be like, well, good luck. Make sure you know what I mean? Just be nice. But anyway, so that's the end. And stay tuned. I'm going to try for Thursday. If not Thursday, it'll be up Friday. Show you where all this stuff went. A couple other things I got. Excuse me. And I will show you the table in the living room. I'll show you the table before and then the table styled with some of the things I got today. So thank you very much for sticking around. Thank you for all your well wishes. All of them are so appreciated, and my family and I feel so loved. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.